Okay, we'll resume back. Vignesh, you're back. Can we start now?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. Okay, we were starting with variables and data structure. Okay. So we saw that there are built-in data types like integer, float, string, boolean, date, and time. Similarly, we saw that there are data structures like tuple, list, and dictionary.
Uh, um, before we move on,
Okay.
uh, can you give me an example of tuple, list, and dictionary? Like, okay, from my understanding, okay, let me explain this. Let's say you read JSON data. So
Okay.
JSON data is can be considered as dictionary, right?
Can, yes. If it is a key value pair.
Key value pair. So,
Yes.
what difference? Okay, how list and tuple look like that?
Okay. We'll be doing the example. If you have a doubt, then you can ask again.
Okay, sure.
We'll do all these examples.
Mhm.
Okay. Then we'll start with the basic data types like string, integer, and float. If you see over here, we are not specifying anything like string, name, integer, age, weight is again float. We are not assigning anything. It will automatically interpret the data types. Like I have given name as Amitabh, age as 26, and weight as 75.4. So it will automatically take it as a character or a string if it is in a inverted commas. It will take as an integer if there is no decimal point. If there is a decimal point, it will take as a float. Then it will print name, age, and weight. Okay. Oh, wait, it is giving error because I have done the spelling mistake. Wait. So it prints name Amitabh, age as 26, float as 70.4. So these are the basic built-in data types. No need to specify the data type, it will automatically take. Then again, AS12. Since there is no decimal point, it will be taken as integer. So just for reference, to add a comment hash, since no decimal point, it will auto assume as integer. Since there is a decimal point for B, that is 7.5, Since decimal point, it will auto assume as floating point with a decimal point. Since you can see a double inverted commas, 5 and 2, it is a string. String since inverted commas. Again, it is a string since it is a inverted commas. Print b plus a. You can see that b is a floating point variable, a is an integer. So 12 plus 7.5, it should come as 19.5, and the result should be a floating point. Similarly, if you see C and D, it is a string because it is in the inverted commas. So this is not a number, it is a string because it is inside a inverted commas. So it will take string 5 and 2. If I write 5 plus 2, plus will stand for concatenation in string. So it is 5 plus 2. I am writing in inverted commas will be equal to 5 and 2, 52. It will concatenate it. Let us run. So 12 plus 7.5 was 19.5, and 5 and 2 concatenated and it became 52. Similarly, instead of 5 and 2, it can be hello, hello world. So if it is hello world, it will concatenate it and make it as hello world. For our example, we are taking 5 and 2. Looking at inverted commas, it takes it as a character and it will concatenate it and it will make it as 52, 52. Okay. So we'll start with strings. We'll do some basic operation on strings. Let us say we are defining a string with a variable as strr hello world. Since it is an inverted commas, it can be a single inverted comma or double inverted comma, does not matter. Since it is in inverted commas, it will assign it as a data type as string. strr is just a variable name. It can be anything. Variable 1, or it can be any name. For naming purpose, we have given it as a strr. It can be any name. So what we have done is assigned the value hello world to the string. Then we'll be printing this string print strr. So what it will do is it will print the entire string hello world. So this command will print the entire string hello world. If I do strr0, it will just print the first character. If I see this entire string, it starts with 0. So h is a 0th character in hello world. If I take an example over here, the same thing, hello world, h is a 0th character. H is a 0th character, E is the first character, it starts with 0, L is, index of L is 2, index of this L is 3, index of this O is 4, fifth position is space, sixth position is W, index 7 is O, index 8 is R, index 9 is L, Index 10 is D. So it is always starts with 0. So if I say print 0, what it will do is print only the H or the first character, because at 0th index, what is the value? H. So what it will do is it will print H. Okay. The next thing, print 3 to 6. So it is print 3 to 6. So if you see 3, it's 3, 4 and 5. It will not print the sixth one. That is, it will not be printing W. It will just print 3, 4 and 5. So it will print 3, 4 and 5 position. The last element will not be printed. So it is printing 3 to 6. Now what is this? It is it prints starting from the sixth character, sixth index. So if I see 6 over here, it is over here. So if I see what this command is saying, that print from the sixth index. What is the value from sixth index? It starts from here. So it will print WORLD. Okay. STRR into 2. Into 2 means it will print the same string 2 times. That is, it will be hello world, hello world. It will be printed 2 times. So the output will be hello world, again hello world. So it will be printed 2 times. It will do a concatenation. Since it is a plus on a string, it will concatenate. So value in strr was hello world, and we are concatenating it with 3 exclamation marks. So it will be hello world 3 exclamation. Let's execute it and see the result. So first was printing the entire string hello world. Second was printing only the 0th string, that is, it will print only H. You can see it over here. It was print from 3 to 6, that is, it will print 3, that is LON space. You can see over here LON space. Print for sixth index is this one. It will print from here. It will print hello, it will print world. Print 2 times, it will print hello world 2 times, and over here it will concatenate with the exclamation mark. Any doubts in this one?
No.
Okay. Okay. Over here, the first example, let us separate it. If I want to add a one more cell, what I will do is I will do a plus over here, or I can also do alt enter. I copy this into a second example for clear understanding instead of combining multiple examples. Okay, let's see over here what is the value strr. The strr is just a variable name. It can be any variable name that you can take. The value in strr is hello, hello. What it is doing is print -1. That is, it will take the last character and print. What is the last character over here? O. So if I execute this, it will print O. What if I do 2? It will print the second last character. I do 2 and run it. You can see that second last character L is printed, and so on. So it will print last character or second last character, whatever number you give. Okay. Example wherein we are using replace. There is a string hello world. assigned to A. A is just a variable name. It can be any variable name that you like. Of course, it cannot start with a number. Variable name cannot start with number or special sign. It has to start with alphabet. Okay. Let's say A is hello world. Value in A is hello world. What we are doing is B is equal to A. A means the first variable. A dot replace world with India. So A was having the value as hello. A was having a value as hello world. Once I replace it world with India, B will become hello India. So the value in B will be equal to hello India. So we are printing A will print hello world, B will print hello India, A will again print hello world only. So no need. So A will print hello world, B will print hello India on replacing. A is printing hello world, B is printing hello India. Value of A is not changing. Value of only the B is changing on replace. Okay, another example. Over here, if you see A is equal to 10, can you see the single inverted commas? The time we introduce a single inverted commas, it becomes string. It is a string because 10 is in inverted commas. So since 10 is in inverted commas, A is a string. What we are doing is we are converting this into a numeric value. We are converting it into a numeric value or an integer value. To convert it into an integer value, the function is int. So once I use int of A, what it will do is it will convert it into a numeric value. So enum will become integer 10. We are converting it into an integer 10. So after doing this, enum will be equal to 10 integer. Now if I do addition, it will become, if I do addition, it will become 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. Let us execute this first. Remove the next things. So it was defined as a character, then we converted into a number, then we are adding it. So if I print this, enum plus enum will be 10 plus 10, that is equal to 20. If you are having any doubt in any example, you can stop me and ask. This is the most basic, but it is still required for doing a MapReduce programming later on. Okay, now what we are doing is taking the same value enum. Now the enum was an integer and we are converting that number into a string. So I have defined a new variable called as achar, convert this into a string and add. So this 10 will become now as an int character. 10 will become a string 10. So if I do this plus operation, it will be nothing but a concatenate operation. Since a char is a string, plus will do concatenation. So 10 plus string 10 will give you something 10 10. It will concatenate it. Let us see the result. Yes, it concatenated. 10 plus 10 became 10 10. Reason being it was a string. We have converted into a string. So whenever there is a plus operation with a string, it will do a concatenation. Okay, let's take the next example. A is equal to hi. So is it a numeric or a string? It will be a string. String value high. What we are doing is we are trying to convert it into an integer. We're trying to convert it into an integer high. But since high is a character value, we cannot convert it into an integer. So it will give some error. Let us try to execute. So what it is doing is it is doing a value error. So when is the value error coming? It is coming over here. You can see the arrow. What it is saying is value error invalid literal for integer function base 10. High cannot be converted. Instead of high, if it is some other numeric value, it can convert. But if it is a character value, it cannot convert into a number. So it will give some error. Let's go to the next string function. A is equal to high there. So A is a string high there. Once I do a print A, what it will do is it will just print the entire value of A, that is, it will print high there. If you see over here, it is length of A. So what it will do is it will just print the length. If I count the length, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the length is 8. If I execute, it will print high there and it will also print the length, that is 8. Okay. What is the value of A in the above example? The value of A is high there. The value of A in the above example is high there. As per the above example, A is high there. That is, can we say it is a string? It is a string. A is a string. Similarly, if I do length of A was equal to 8, which is numeric. What I am doing is A is a string, and length of A is a number or an integer. So what I am doing, a string plus an integer, it will give you a error because you cannot concatenate a string with an integer. You will have to convert an integer to a character. Let us see, let us try to do. It is giving some error. You can see that there is some error coming. So to solve this error, this is coming because both must be a string. Here length of A is a number, integer, so cannot concatenate. So what we can do is we can use A plus string of length of A. So it will become high there and 8 will become string because we are converting into a string. Let us execute it. So it is high there 8. So we can concatenate. So what we understand is we cannot concatenate two numeric things or a string and a numeric. For concatenation, both should be string operations. Both should be a string data type. Okay. Let us take next example. We'll take 3 4 examples and we'll stop for the day. String, this is a Python. This is a string. String list. List will do nothing but it will make a list of it. It will break all the characters. That is, it will break T, H, I, S, I, S, P, Y, T, H, O, N. So it will make a list of all the variables. So we are converting the string into a list. Then we are printing a list. Let's see how it works. This is Python is a string. We are converting into a list and printing the list. So what is the expected output? Expected output is T H I S space I S space P Y T H O N. All this comes into a list. Let us run it. So you can see that everything T H I S space I S space Python, everything is coming into a list. So what the list function will do is it will convert it into a list. Okay. Now let us see the formatting thing. Defining a format, use percentage sign before F. If you can see this point 3 over here, if you see this point 3, that means this float is still 3 decimal places. It is still 3 decimal places. This is a string, and this is again string, then a D. D is an integer. So when we execute this command, what it will do is it will take this 4655A68. If you can see over here, there are 4 decimal places. There are 4 decimal places, but it will convert it into a 3 decimal places because I have written over here as 3 decimal places. Then this is percent %s means string. It will replace this percent %s with the Indian rupees, and you can see the percent %d over here. It will replace this percent %d with the integer value over here, this one. So what it will say that 46.557 5568 will become 557 because there is 3 decimal places. 46.557 Indian rupees is 1 Sing dollar. So 46.5568 becomes 557 because it is 3 decimal places. Then S came from here, Indian rupees. 46.557 Indian rupees is Sing dollar 1. Singapore dollar 1 is equal to 46 rupees. Let's say, for example. Okay. Any doubts in this? Okay. If you have any doubts, you can stop me in middle. Then string function, this we are assigning a value. This is Python to a string. What we are doing first is count S. How many S are there? If you count S, how many S are there? This is the first S, this is the second S. So there are 2 S. Over here, what we are doing is splitting by spaces. So it will become this is Python. Then we are converting into uppercase. We are converting into a lowercase. What we are printing is a swap the case. That is uppercase will become lowercase and lowercase will become uppercase. So first was a count of S. You can see there are 2 S. So the 2 came over here. Splitting by spaces. So by splitting by spaces, it became this is Python. Then uppercase, everything in capital, everything in lower, and swap case. The T was capital, so it became a lower case over here. Other things was lower case, it became a uppercase over here. Okay. Any doubts till now? No doubts, so we'll stop over here. Stop over here on 14/4/2018. Resume from here on tomorrow. Resume from here on 15/4/2018. Since this is a code line, I want to convert it into a text. What I can do is I can go over here and click on code and click on markdown. So it will go. Once I run it, it will look like a text. If I want to edit it, just double click it. I want to make it bold. So what I can do is put two full stops over here, stars, 2 stars over here, then execute, then it will become a bold one. You can also use less than sign, B, greater than sign, or I, and so on, how you do in HTML, same like that. So we'll stop the day for our here. We'll continue tomorrow. Anyone having any doubts?
Can you go to the lowercase uppercase part?
Okay. This is the lowercase uppercase part.
The first one will be count as
Count as, yes.
string count as, and then
So
display.
it will count how many S are there, 2S.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer was 2 over here.
Okay.
Second was split by spaces. So wherever it finds a space, it will split. So there was a space
Mm-hmm.
between this and is, also a space between is and Python. So
Okay.
split it over here. The third
Okay.
was to convert into uppercase. So everything is uppercase, everything is capital. This is Python. The fourth one was to have a lowercase. So everything is
Okay.
small in lowercase. The fifth one was to swap the case, that is a capital will become small and small will become capital.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other doubts, anyone? Okay, since no doubts, we'll stop for the day. All this course material, whatever we did, will be shared on the Google Cloud. We will resume back tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Indian time, and around 10:30 at Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, stop for the day. Thank you. Resume back tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.